me the spade and hoe," cried the greedy old man as he danced with joy. Then the covetous old fellow with a spade and the old crone with a hoe began to dig, but there was nothing but a dead kitten, and smell of which made him drop their tools and shut their noses. Furious at the dog, the old man kicked and beat him to death, and the old woman finished the work by nearly chopping off his head with the sharp hoe. They then flung him into the hole and heaped the earth over his carcass. Covetous means greedy, crone means old woman, old man's wife, flung means threw, and carcass means dead body. The owner of the dog heard of the death of his pet and mourning for him as if he had been his own child, went at night under the pine tree. He set up some bamboo tubes in the ground, such as are used before tombs, in which he put fresh flowers. Then he had a cup of water and a tray of food on the grave and buried several costly sticks of incense. He mourned a great while over his pet, calling him many dear names as if he were alive. That night, the spirit of the dog appeared to him in a dream and said, "Cut down the pine tree over my grave and make from it a mortar for your rice pastry and a mill for your bean sauce." Mortar means bowl. So the old man chopped down the tree and cut out of the middle of the trunk a section under about 2 feet long. With great labor, partly by fire and partly by the chisel, he scraped out a hollow place as big as a small bowl. He then made a long handled hammer of wood, such as is used for pounding rice. When New Year's time drew near, he wished to make some rice pastry. When the rice was all boiled, Granny put it into the mortar. The old man lifted his hammer to pound the mass into dough, and the blows fell heavy and fast till the pastry was all ready for baking. Suddenly, the whole mass turned into a heap of gold coins. When the old woman took the hand mill and filling it with beans, began to grind, the gold dropped like rain. Pounding means crushing, grinding. Meanwhile, the envious neighbor peeped in at the window when the boiled beans were being ground. "Goody me," cried the old hag as she saw each dripping of sauce turning into yellow gold, until in a few minutes the tub under the mill was full of shining mass of gold. So the old couple were rich again. The next day, the stingy and wicked neighbor came and borrowed the mortar and magic mill. They filled one with boiled rice and the other with beans. Then the old man began to pound and the woman to grind. But at the first blow and turn, the pastry and sauce turned into a foul mass of worms. Still more angry at this, they chopped the mill into pieces to use as firewood. Stingy, miserly. Comprehension check. Why did the neighbor kill the dog? Second, mark the right item. The old farmer and his wife loved the dog. A. Because it helped them in their day-to-day work. B. As if it was their own baby. C. As they were kind to all living beings. Second, when the old couple became rich, they gave the dog better food, invited their greedy neighbors to a feast. C. Lived comfortably and were generous towards the poor neighbors. Third, the greedy couple borrowed the mill and the mortar to make A. Rice pastry and bean sauce, B. Magic cash to win rewards, see a pile of gold. Part 2. Not long after death, the good old man dreamed again, and the spirit of the dog spoke to him, telling him how the wicked people had burned the mill made from the pine tree. Take the ashes of the mill, sprinkle them on the withered trees, and they will bloom again, said the dog spirit. Withered here means bare and dry. The old man awoke and went at once to his wicked neighbor's house, where he found the miserable old pair sitting at the edge of their square fireplace, in the middle of the floor, smoking and spinning. From time to time, they warmed their hands and feet with the blaze from some bits of the mill.